The cutting edge of knowledge building now is trying to get kids to assess their own trajectory of understanding. Quite often as teachers, the students will submit work to us, and then we are the ones that do the assessment process. What's really fascinating about knowledge building is if the kids are working with a question or an idea and they build knowledge around it with a like-minded group, then they ultimately become responsible for basically testing what it is that they've learned along the way. What was the important things that they've learned? What was the area where they went the deepest in? And that's something that I don't think we do in the schools very much. So one of the big things about knowledge building today is to try and get kids to engage themselves and each other around the areas where they felt they went the deepest, and that somehow produce an artifact, something that comes from all of their work in knowledge building, so that what's left over is that group's deepest work. And to me, that's something that's really new in the knowledge building area. The other part to this is that how many different ways one can get at this, this idea of leaving an artifact behind. So for example, one area that I work with is get the kids to create a literature review at the end of their deepest areas. So the kids will then use each other's knowledge in the community to build a synthesis of what it is that they have understood a common problem to be. And at the end of it all, you hope that they come to a decision based on what it is that each person in the group brought together. So the bottom line is that everyone's knowledge is as valuable as one person's knowledge. And the students then have to assess whether that knowledge is useful enough to go to those deeper understandings.